Hi guys, it's David here, and today I'm going to show you how to create a custom thumbnail for your YouTube videos. Now, as you can see, the piece of software I'm using for this is an open source software. It's free to download. I'll leave a link in the description, and it's called Gimp. You might be familiar with it. I'm going to show you how I built this thumbnail here for this video actually, and I suppose the best thing to do is once you've downloaded it is to follow along. So I'm just going to open up a new tab. I'm going to say File, New, and in the size here, Google recommendations for your size is 1280 by 720 for the resolution for it to come out the best. So I keep everything that way because I record all my videos on HD 1280 by 720. So I put in my width 1280, height 720, and click OK. Now I want my background black for the moment, so just expand this a little bit. Now if you want black, just get your bucket, this bucket tool here, click on it, and then in here just click and it'll fill it with black. Okay, that's the first step. Now the second step is to add a filter. As you can see from this other one here, I have this little gradient light running across. So I'm just going to put that in here. So just go to filters and you go to light and shadows and go to lens flare, and then if you click on your mouse here you can move this around, so you can have your lens flare coming from this direction, you can have it going in the middle if you like. Because I'm copying what I've done already, I'm just going to shove it into the top hand corner like that, and then I'm just going to say OK, and it'll apply the filter. As you can see, the filter is done at the moment. The next step I'd like to do is I'd like to add that color section at the top of the page there. I'll just show you quickly if it comes up for me. Here we go. I want to add this section here. The reason I have these colors at the top, it's kind of a mix between YouTube and Google Plus, and I put these in drawn sections with the square select and then bucket fill in them, but I won't go into all of that now. For the moment I just want to cut that out and add to show you what I did. So what I do is I select the layer I want. I'm just going to show you if I had to cut it out, and I just square select this section, and then I just go right click, edit, and then cut, and then I go edit, undo cut, and it brings it back, so I haven't affected that particular image, but it's still in my clipboard. So I go back into my to the one we're creating at the moment, and I right click, say edit, say paste as new layer. I paste it as new layer, and there it is. It's at the top. It's as simple as that. Nothing too fancy or too complicated. The next step is to add a text layer. So I just click on my text layer, and then I left click and hold, and I draw my text box to whatever size I want it to be. And then I'm just going to do this for handiness sake. I'm going to just copy this. This is what I want to add to it. And you just right click and you say paste. Now it's black at the moment, so I want to change that to white. So you click here on your tool options. If this doesn't show up for you, because sometimes it can be different, if you don't have your tool options open, you can just go into Windows, Dockable Dialogues, and go into your tool options. Click this and it'll give you your tool options. Okay, if it's not showing up, and that goes for any of the windows like the layers or that's how you do it. So then go down here to your color, click on this, and at the moment I'm going to choose white. So, and as you can see, it's white. Now here in this section, this is your font, so I can change this to whatever I want. Sans bold. I'm leaving it at sans at the moment. And your size of your font, so you can up and down the amount or whatever height or whatever size font you want. Okay, so I'm just going to put it back to what it was, 115. See, that's maybe a little too much, so I'm just going back to 106. And now down here then, this is to left align, right align, center, and to fill the whole thing if you want. The next step is to add the two little images that I have down here on the left and right of it. Are just other thumbnails from the other videos I've created. So to do that, all I do is I click on to open where my image is. So I just open my images folder and I have my images here. What I do is I'll open the one we're creating at the moment, create my open my image spot, and then I just left click and hold. So I can just grab that and then I drop it in. Then I click on my images folder again and I drop in this one. Now we have the two images in, and if you look at your layers box you'll see your two images. So what I'm going to do is on this image, I have it highlighted here, I'm going to just shrink that down to a nice handy size. Just make sure the little chain links is locked there so it keeps your aspect ratio, sorry, tongue tied, and then you just drag it down until it's nice handy little size. So around 300 would be fine, that's it. And then just say scale, that's it. And then I want to turn this so it looks like the other one. So what I'm going to do is there's a little here for rotating, and click on your rotate tool, click on your image, and then grab whatever area you want and just spin it around until you're happy enough, and then just say rotate. I'm just going to move that into position, and then I'm just going to move that until I'm happy. And once you're happy, then go to your next layer, which is the other picture, and we're going to do the same thing again and click on scale. Click on the scale tool and just grab the corner and pull it down until you see it getting to the same size. So put 300 and click scale. Same thing again, we're going to rotate it. So click on your rotate tool, click on your image, just left click on the edge and then turn it until we're happy and just say rotate. And then just select our move tool again and then just move it into place. And that's it. If you're happy with your thumbnail and how it's all turned out, you need to save it. The best way to do that is just go to File and say Export As. Click on Export As and then just name it. You can save it as any file, JPEG, bitmap, GIF or PNG. As long as it's under 2 megabytes, you'll be fine. You just name it whatever you want to do for the video your thumbnail is, and click export. I have it done already, so I'm not going to do that. And the other option is if you wanted to keep all these layers, if you wanted to edit it in the future or do anything with it again, you just go back in, say File, and say Save As. When you click Save As, you'll see that the file format is an XCF, and that will save all of your layers. So if you go back in and you want to edit anything, it'll have all your layers as is. So you can name it the same thing, .xcf, and save it in the same place, and then you'll be able to use that then in the future. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, just click the like button, subscribe if you want to, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.